By mid-2025, the entertainment world had moved on to fresher scandals and brighter stars. Tom Leah had just completed a critically acclaimed historical drama, and Jerry Yen was rumored to be in discussions for a rare film comeback. Their names no longer trended together. It was as if the rumors had faded like a summer breeze, remembered only by those who believed in the deeper truth beneath it all. But fate, as always, has a curious way of looping back. At the Venice International Film Festival, both Jerry and Leah were on the guest list, him for a panel discussion on Asian cinema's evolution, and her for the premiere of a Chinese-Italian co-production. Their arrival wasn't coordinated nor planned, or so it seemed. Tom Leah, elegant in a minimalist black gown, entered the venue with her usual composed grace. Jerry, dressed in a dark tailored suit, walked in just moments later, calm, collected and alone. And then the glance. A split second but undeniable. Those lucky enough to catch it swore there was a flicker of emotion, surprise, nostalgia, something unspoken, like a spark lighting a memory. Later that evening, a quiet dinner was arranged at a Venetian restaurant known only to local insiders. The guest list was exclusive: actors, directors, festival organizers. It just so happened Jerry and Leah were both invited. Seated just 2 places apart, they eventually found themselves face to face. Not in a staged interview, not behind tinted car windows. Just 2 people who once shared a private bond, now surrounded by laughter, wine, and candlelight. Witnesses say their conversation was soft, deep, and constant throughout the meal. No awkward pauses, no signs of discomfort. Jerry laughed, a real, unguarded laugh. Leah leaned forward more than once, smiling in that quiet, radiant way of hers. They left separately, as usual, but a camera caught a photo, blurry, distant, yet powerful, Jerry holding the door open as Leah stepped into the night. No hand-holding, no confession, just an old-school gesture of respect, and maybe something more. The next day, social media buzzed. Jerry and Leah in Venice? Was it just coincidence or fate? They look so good together still. Don't do this to my heart again, loudly crying face, loudly crying face. Their fans, many of whom had shipped them since the earliest rumors, were cautiously hopeful. Maybe this was more than nostalgia. Maybe the story wasn't over. When asked by reporters about the dinner, Jerry gave one of his classic non-answers. It's always nice to see familiar faces in unexpected places. And Tom Leah? She simply smiled and said, Venice is a city full of memories. No denials. No confirmations. Just enough to keep the whispers alive. After Venice, both returned to their respective lives, Jerry to Taiwan, Leah to Beijing. But something had shifted. In a rare interview, Jerry opened up unexpectedly. When asked what kind of woman he admired, he paused, then said, someone who has been through storms and still stands with grace. Someone who doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. Many felt that was about Tom Leah. Around the same time, Leah posted a photo on her private social platform, just a silhouette of a man and woman walking side by side along a narrow Venetian canal, no tags, no captions. But it felt unmistakable. Months passed, no official updates. But those in the industry began to whisper that Jerry and Leah were in touch again, carefully, quietly. They weren't rushing, weren't trying to prove anything. They were just being, and perhaps healing together. And maybe that's what love looks like when you're no longer trying to impress, but simply understand. Whether Jerry Yen and Tom Leah ever confirm the nature of their connection may no longer matter. In a world obsessed with proof, Instagram stories, red carpet appearances, public declarations, they chose privacy. Maybe they're in love. Maybe they were and aren't anymore. Maybe they never were in the conventional sense. But what they did have was rare, a connection that didn't need a label, that didn't burn out in the spotlight, but simmered in the background. 2 people, 2 lives, 1 untitled story. And for many fans across Asia, that's the romance that keeps us wondering. Not because of what we saw, but because of everything they never had to say.